What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Nina, and body odor. What can I say about it? I mean, it's like that annoying person that keeps coming around when you least expect it, or I don't know, when you just living. Now, while it's usually embarrassing, in most cases, it's not a serious problem. But there are some things that we can do to get rid of it, or at least turn it down a volume level or two. We're gonna talk about those today and how to smell good all day long. And while I've talked about odor before, a lot of you all have requested that I talk about some more specific things. I've added some links to my previous videos on this down below in the description box. What's been important for me to remember is that when sweat meets the bacteria on my skin, that's when it becomes an odor. And for some reason, we really associate odor with the armpits, but it's a lot of other funk producing areas. The groin, the butt area, upper thighs, and feet, among other places. But thoroughly washing our skin, especially in those areas that highly produce sweat, usually get rid of a lot of body odor. But to be fair, body odor is not just linked to how well you clean. Body odor is caused by genetics, excessive sweating or hypohidrosis, certain medical conditions, being overweight, stress, and sometimes eating pungent, spicy foods. And y'all know I like to hear from you, so down below, go ahead and chime in and let us know some of the body odor hacks that have really been working for you. And as always, if you think you have a serious difficulty that's causing you to have issues with body odor, set up an appointment with your doctor. All items I discuss can be found down below in that good old description box. While you're here, y'all, go ahead and thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and also subscribe. This helps the community to grow and flourish and helps me to continue to bring you the content you love. And some of you all said you haven't received your notifications, so make sure that you're also clicking that bell and choosing all the notifications so you know when I upload on Thursdays and some Sundays. Also, check the links in the description for my free new Dr. Nina's Mentorship Facebook group, which is a group of like-minded individuals looking to progress, grow, and support one another along the way. The Now That's Life podcast is about to go into season 2, so I suggest you go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on all your major podcasting platforms. All descriptions and links for that and my free supernatural video course are found below. To get to know your armpit and underarm needs well. When I've been kicking up and stink lately, I've been rubbing just a little bit of apple cider vinegar underneath my arms with a cotton wipe, and I rinse off well with cool water. The antiseptic properties help to kill bacteria and also balance the pH. And witch hazel has also been a good one. It's a natural sterilizer and antiseptic, and it seems to clarify that area for me before putting on my deodorant. And after a shower with that one, I just apply it and ensure that I allow it to dry before putting on my deodorant. I also make it a point to lightly exfoliate my pits 1 to 2 times a week. This ain't an extra step, I just do it in the shower. It aids in reducing dead skin cells and balancing out that area. And sometimes it's best for me to just use a loofah and my light soap in order to get the job done. A gentle exfoliator that I've been loving, that I've been telling y'all about, is the Tree Hut with vitamin C. It smooths and brightens the skin in that area, but also creates a perfect palette for my deodorant to lay. And safe body hair removal under my underarms and my groin have also been key. Our apocrine glands are concentrated in areas that are covered with hair. That hair holds a lot of sweat and allows bacteria to thrive and gives us, you know what, odor. And I always urge you all to understand the differences between deodorants and antiperspirants. Deodorants make your underarms less hospitable to bacteria. They also help to mask body odor. Antiperspirants, on the other hand, block sweat glands in order to reduce perspiration. Rotating natural choices in deodorant lately has been the way to go for me, y'all, and you know I've been rocking with Native. And I'm happy that I partnered with them to bring you guys today's video. Their deodorants are filled with ingredients found in nature, which makes it a good choice for me. They have shea butter for moisturizing and coconut oil for antimicrobial properties. They're formulated without aluminum, parabens, or sulfates. And they have classic deodorant scents for women, but also for men. There's lavender and rose, which is still my favorite, coconut and vanilla, cucumber and mint, and eucalyptus and mint. And you guys have asked me about some of the more citrusy scents, and I love those as well. The coconut and vanilla and the lavender, though, are a little bit more relaxed, so that tends to be more me. And I'm also loving their body washes, which I've been getting into recently, and they leave me fresh without an extra film. The deodorants are not super sticky or tacky and dry easily even when I'm all over the place. And their selections are vegan and cruelty-free. And right now, while sitting under the lights, doing Zoom calls or going to work out, I gotta stay dry. And it does just that. And make sure you go over and check out their website. It's easy to navigate. 3 deodorants are normally $36, but if you use my linking code BabyDoll3, you'll receive them for $24. Now that's 33% off. So y'all, what has moved to the top of my list is tending to my washing habits and the what and when I'm washing. Washing your clothes is super important, but so is washing the items that are in your immediate living space. Here are some of the commandments I live by when it comes to washing. I always allow sweaty clothes and towels to air dry before throwing them in the hamper. Putting them in the hamper and together for a long period of time literally just locks in the nasty smell and all the bacteria. And honestly, when you open that thing, it's like death. So if I can wash those right away, that's honestly the best way. And when I travel or do anything, I like to take diaper wet dry bags with me in order to keep my dirty clothes. I like this because if there's any extra moisture other than what I've air dried, it pulls that out along with a lot of that funk. And that's a little hack that I found out and found those bags on Amazon, and they're in my Amazon shop. And to be real with y'all, I don't ever really rewear clothes, especially super sweaty clothes or clothes that I've worked out in. And I've been experimenting with the way that I wash now, and it's been working for me. Water first, then detergent, then the clothes. This seems to evenly distribute the detergent throughout the water before you add your clothes. And when I wash really sweaty clothes, I wash them from the inside out, mainly because your sweat is hitting it from the inside first. I certainly don't overfill the wash either, because when I don't follow the instructions of the washer, I find that my clothes come out smelling like a flour-filled garbage dump. And I've really been using laundry boosters like a cup of white vinegar, baking soda, or OxyClean. And 10 to 20 drops of citrus essential oil also helps. I make sure that I dry my clothes completely before I put them away. Sometimes people put away damp clothes and it leaves them smelling horrible. And I also like to add lavender packs or tea tree packs into my closet or in my drawers. And other items in my space that I like to wash at least 1 to 2 times a week include pillowcases, couch covers and throws, bathroom rugs, hair bonnets and scarves, and bed covers and sheets. And you'd be surprised at how bad these can make your area smell if you don't clean them. Now y'all, it's not enough to just shower. It's about showering well and reaching the right areas and what you're using. But I shower at least once a day and twice a day if it's super humid. Now standing in the shower and just splashing your body randomly with water is not showering. We shower with a purpose. I'm in the shower about 5 to 10 minutes and I do 2 to 3 thorough washes because I sweat a lot when I work out. I focus on my underarms, the back of my neck and my back, my neck, my back, my navel. For some reason people forget that. My pretty V, my butt, my legs, and my feet. Now you may have to move and shake things and shift them around. Now is not the time to be timid. These areas need to be defunctified because they're moist and closed off. I hate saying the word moist. Ugh. Milder soaps like African black soap, Castile soap, or even the native soap have been great for my skin, but so has antibacterial soap, especially when I want to reset my body odor. These washes help to reduce the amount of bacteria on my skin so they don't mix with sweat and produce more funk. I also change out and wash my shower utensils weekly and allow them to dry completely after use. And while we're talking about skincare, don't just focus on your face when you do. Make sure that you're washing behind your ears, your neck, and taking off those earrings and treating those earring backs with isopropyl alcohol. Perfume is not going to help to cover up the death smell that is dirty earring backs. And I put the same energy into rinsing my body off completely so that it's clear of all the soap, of all the funk and everything else, to make sure I'm totally and completely clean. With lukewarm to cool water, of course. So we briefly talked about washes, but antibacterial soap is truly my friend. It helps with balancing out my body odor. These have worked wonders for when I have HS or hidradenitis suppurativa flares as well. They're usually formulated with tea tree oil and triclosan because they're believed to fight germs. And normal soaps usually don't contain those ingredients. Not all antibacterial soaps are harmful, but you do need to check the ingredients label to make sure there's nothing in there to harm you. All of our skin is different, so you want to make sure you're clear and aware. And there are more natural versions of antibacterial soaps as well. And I do not clean inside my intimate area with antibacterial soap because I don't want to destroy key bacteria that I need. And if you have specific skin issues, issues, you'll want to check with your doctor to make sure it's safe for you. But some that have been really kind to my skin include Dial Liquid Soap, Dial Antibacterial Bar Soap, and the Cetaphil Deep Cleansing Bar. And even bacterial washes made for acne have been great. They seem to help kill bacteria that causes odor instead of masking it. And I find this to be especially true when the acne wash has benzoyl peroxide. And many of you all are looking for more natural items, and in that case I look for ingredients like tea tree oil, oregano, peppermint, and eucalyptus. These have odor and bacteria fighting properties. Keeping our skin moisturized also plays a huge role in how we smell. First of all, it's great to try out new perfumes and scents, which should be tested out on your body chemistry first to make sure that it's even good for you. But also moisturization should be added to the mix, not just to protect us from ash. But water should become your best friend, not only because it keeps the skin hydrated, but it gives your perfumes and any of your scents something to stick to so that it lasts longer. But also basic moisturizers that have natural fragrances that don't contain synthetic fixatives, they're great for any perfumes or scents that we choose to wear. When our skin is dry, it tends to absorb and make perfume scents disappear quickly. And when it comes to those perfumes or even essential oils, if you're more natural, apply them to your pulse points instead of randomly because the scent intensifies as your body heats up. That's the back of your neck, the crooks of your elbows, your wrists, the smalls of your back, and even behind your knees. And other than my essential oils, which y'all know I love, I also love Gucci Envy Me and Flower Bomb. I also learned that using a roll-on version helps it to last longer. And with sprays, I've learned not to rub them in after spraying them. Spray and allow them to soak in and absorb naturally. And also I layer up with butters and oils. It makes my scent last longer, helps me to smell better longer, and it adds to that moisture barrier, so I smell amazing all day. I've also learned to get good with the talc-free powder and the anti-chafing and smoothing tools. Y'all, I used to be completely against powder, y'all, until I educated myself on it and learned a bit more, and so I stick with talc-free powder. So I like to use it underneath the breast, underneath the arms, and between the legs, anywhere where the skin can rub. I found that it's best to cut down on the friction and the rubbing because that can add up to that sweat, which can add to that bacteria and cause loud body odor. I like the Burt's Bees Baby Dusting Powder. It's 100% natural and talc-free, and it absorbs that dampness on the skin. And I also like the Body Glide Moisturizing Balm. It's vegan approved and allergen free, and it's shown as safe for clothing. And I find that I'm a bit more comfortable when I add it because my skin doesn't tend to rub together and cause irritation, sweat, and odor. And y'all, I know we walk on them all day, but we can't pass up those feet. It's the worst to smell your own feet, let alone others. Putting your foot off in your shoe and having that wind kick back and hit you in the nose is like hell. It's not enough to get pedicures, but to make sure that you're caring for your feet daily. I wash my feet every day. And in between my visits to get a pedicure, I like to take a foot grate and make sure once a week that I go over some of that tough skin that can hold odor. I also like to make sure that my shoes are not too tight, especially when I'm wearing tennis shoes, so that doesn't amp up the sweat. I switch shoes often, especially my workout shoes. And I usually have 2 rotating at a given time. I wash my shoes and insoles to cut the smells when needed, and I avoid plastic shoes. And I never ever share towels or shoes with anyone because you can transfer that stink causing odor and bacteria. And since I work out, I found something that I could spray my shoes with every night. I use Lumi Outdoors. It uses strong essential oils like lemon, eucalyptus, mint, and lemongrass in order to eliminate odors and kill bacteria. I do it overnight so it has time to naturally neutralize the odor in the shoe, but also get rid of that bacteria. And finally, y'all, do what's right by your breath. There are too many free toothbrushes and cheap electronic toothbrushes to be walking around with kicker bad breath when you don't have a medical condition. Keep your teeth healthy by brushing twice a day with toothpaste. Go to the dentist twice a year if possible, and if not that, as much as you possibly can. Floss at least once a day to remove the food between your teeth because woo, if you leave it in there too long, that can add to that really bad breath. Brush after eating food with strong odor like garlic, onion, or even tuna. Drink a lot of water to avoid dry mouth. And chew on fresh mint leaves for a natural remedy. You can buy those at the grocery store. And keep sugar-free mints or gum on hand as needed. And also get a tongue scraper, y'all. Scrape that tongue out every day so that you don't get that white buildup, which also holds on to a lot of smells mixed in with plaque, bacteria, and other things. Y'all, I hope this video has been beneficial for you. And if it has, make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace. Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.